Hi everybody, Tracy Brown again. So I told you I'd be back today, and I am, and this lighting, the sun's in my face, which isn't a bad thing. It's so nice to have sunshine, right? But I think it's going to be too bright. You can't see me. I don't know. No, I guess that's okay. So we'll do this. So I'm going to have a blog post that's going to go into a lot of detail about what this video is going to be. It's a little bit of foreshadowing video about what I want to talk about, which is lies, truth, and what is life affirming. And so right off the bat, I'm just going to talk about the whole system of dieting is that it's all a lie. It's totally all a lie. And maybe many of you know this here listening, that it is a lie and that it destroys people's lives. No matter what pretty package it's wrapped up in, that you purposely calorie restricting for the sake of trying to manipulate your body is going to end up with short and long-term consequences. Hopefully, and when I say long-term consequences, it may not kill you, but it might literally steal your life in terms of focus and what you'd rather be doing with your time, your money, your attention, all the things. So this isn't going to be a long video because I wrote a really, really long piece about this that'll be up on my blog today, and so I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this when that gets up. It's not even up yet, but I want to do this video first. And if you're not on my list, not that I'm trying to get you on my list, but just so you know that when these posts come out, you can get to them easier. Because I kind of write whenever I feel the call versus like I'm just spitting out content for the sake of it. I want it to be as inspired and genuine as possible. So anyway, the same thing with these videos. So I was just thinking a lot about the lie of feeling that we're not good enough. Any kind of way, but since this is my genre of what I do in the world of food and body and all that, but it's very much connected with and coupled with self-worth and chronic shame. And so those topics are important to me because I think that definitely just sucks the life out of us. And so, again, as I said at the beginning of the video, that most of you know me, and you know I believe that dieting steals lives, whether it kills you or not. And so what I want to say about that is basically every single time that you have a thought of like, my body's not okay in any kind of way, even if you've come to a place where I'm more okay with my body, I just don't like that it's bigger and it's more uncomfortable to move about, or I don't feel as well as I used to. I'm not saying that those things aren't uncomfortable, and in life, even if a lot of things are going really good for you, you can still have that discomfort. I think that's part of life. There's good and there's uncomfortable and there's comfortable. And I'm not negating at all the grief of that or the frustration of that, but it's more about that there's something bad about you, or that you are just bad in some kind of way is a lie. So, this video is more about you having compassion for yourself and also getting really clear in your life of recognizing what's life affirming and what's not. So life affirming sometimes is going to be taking a break if you're not sure what's going on with your hunger and fullness, and it doesn't mean that you're restricting. It could mean I need to get clear. Or it could be, life affirming could be spending more on groceries because you're more likely to get your needs met than if you're trying to do it perfectly in a certain way. Or eating out more often because even though short term it's not the most convenient thing for your bank account, long term it's teaching you how to eat a variety of food again, or whatever it is. So again, we hear a lot of lies in our head about how things should or shouldn't be with our food, our bodies, whatever. But it's more about in that very moment, what's the most life-affirming thing you can do, knowing that in a year, 2 years, 10 years, that might look totally different. And so this video is just kind of warming you all up for the blog post I have about lies and truth and what's that got to do with our food. And it's more about really staying focused on life affirmation, if it's stealing from your ability to be connected to your family, to go on a vacation without worrying about your food. I know sometimes that we have, like say, medical things that don't allow us to eat, quote unquote, normally, whatever that means. So for you, life affirming is, I'm going to be as cheerful about this restriction as I can. I don't have to love it, but I want to feel good. So that could work good for you. For another, good to be, sorry about my dog. He never barks. Life affirming for you could be like, I'm going to bring everything I need to bring so I can feel as well fed as I can. Or for some of it's like, I'm going to do the best I can with what's available. Whatever that means. Whatever lies you're hearing about, this is going to be too hard, I can't do this, whatever. I want you to recognize and remember that you have a lot more strength and power than you give yourself credit for, and that you know. And some of the lies come from the idea that like what will everybody else think? It's super important for you to recognize that like it doesn't matter. You need to do what's life affirming for you, so it doesn't matter what other people think. So I just want to leave it at that. My post is going to be out today. It's a lot more fiery and compassionate this video is, but I want to let you know kind of what's coming. And how important to me this topic is around knowing what's around you in the world that's starting to steal some of your authority, your power, your trust in yourself. If any of that's happening, then you need to know that it's probably a lie. And I would love you to dig deeper into it and what's going on, because if a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to figure out their hunger and fullness and what they should or shouldn't eat, and I'm kind of a go home kind of girl in terms of this work, so I want you to go deeper. A lot of people drag out this process somewhat, not that because they mean to, it's just they don't know. That I implore you to, when you're telling yourself something's too much, or I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or what people think, and you're making it all about food and body, it's much more than that. So go deeper. All right, I'm going to hop off, but I'm going to put the link to my post here at the bottom, and it will be coming out today. And so I'm for everybody who came live, I'm so grateful. I mean, seriously, to take your time out of the middle of the morning to chat with me, or to listen to me, or to think about this. I don't take it for granted. I think it's just amazing, and hopefully some of my thoughts and my ramblings are helpful to you, whether it's about food or it could be about something else. But I would love for you to come back again later today and get the link, or you can just go to my website later. And thank you for all the hearts. It's so nice. Thank you. And likes. Thank you. But I will be back to post that post later. And if anybody has anything you'd love me to talk about, I mean, every single time I get a question, I make a video about it in some kind of way that's not identifying somebody. But I will do that. I try really hard to, because I would have loved that. I mean, and I do. Like, I follow other people that I'll ask a question, and for the most part, people answer me back, which is why I love this platform so much. It's just to come on live, talk about what's in our heart, what we think from our own experiences, or for me, experience / education and training, and help you all have freedom as quick as you can, because our lives are short. And having it too much wrapped around food and body and image and what other people think, we got way better things to be doing. So I will talk to you all soon, and take care.